What's going on, guys? Cryptograven here, and today we are playing the game called The Monster Inside. Now, I watched a few people play this game, Jacksepticeye mainly, and it seemed like a pretty nice game. And I mean, it is free to play, so you guys can jump onto Steam and get it yourself. But I wanted to just start it without even trying to play it myself, just get used to the controls. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I'd had in years. Left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw. Just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. It's a nice office. There was another notice on the door from the mayor. Let's see, permits out of date. Yeah, they didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. Wow, that seemed like a dicky thing to do. It was a slow month, weeks since I'd had any real case to work on, so I passed the time practicing the office, or pacing the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bed sheet. Why is the mirror covered? I feel like there's a reason. I don't dare look at my own reflection. I'm too afraid of what I might see, afraid someday I might have to face what I really am, so he doesn't like to see himself. Okay. The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Mister. Please, you gotta help me, mister. Okay, this is... Well, I don't think I'm gonna read the girl's audio. Or, subtitles. Let's see. Calm down, sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever heard of knocking first? Why not? We'll be nice. Just tell me your tale, I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspapers, the infamous banker, Reginald Farnsworth. Alright, Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bastard, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Ooh, mystery. I'll read hers just because it'll be less boring. You don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hates his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He's got to be in trouble. Okay. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Well, we'll stick with nice. Well, Mr. Jack. You can just call me Jack. Alright. Jack. Whoever did this to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Yeah, probably. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in on charges. You gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they're... Yeah, no, they probably aren't. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they haven't found much yet. Yeah, probably. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. Yeah. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what you find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of this, don't worry. Okay, yeah, we'll do that one. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. But please, be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapping. I think it was a beast. This is, yeah, okay. A beast. Alright. This word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. So it's your funny bone. Not a word many use these days, except in husbands whispering bedtime stories for children. Yep. In hushed whispers, my bad. Okay, let me just try and figure out how to read again. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemingly urges. But I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years. Back when I was still a cop myself. So he was a cop, now detective. Seems pretty usual. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of this. Yeah, I already said that. Leave the yeah. Well, we'll do this one then. I just have a feeling about it. Something tells me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Okay. Sure. Can't you see how busy I am with cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and to call me if she saw anything suspicious. Alright. I didn't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. Yep, it's always better safe than sorry. That night I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Oh wow, so that was the first chapter. Okay, well, that was pretty quick. I mean, I think there's only 7 chapters in this game. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding things others overlook. Okay. I'm assuming he does, but do I? There's some flies around that lamppost. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other, less useful symptoms I keep in check. But for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. Smell. Okay, what does he want? It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. Okay, so he can smell really good? The scent was less of a thing, more than an emotion. Okay, so he's just psychic. I'm just gonna say he's psychic. Okay, seduction. A strangely familiar smell, okay. I expected the scent of, I don't know how to read that word, or maybe even outright fear, but Mr. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Okay. So she was excited. Alright. Okay, mouse, please work. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion, yeah? Well, pushing the thought from my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Okay, so what the hell? It's like a footprint. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out everything from the prints the cops left behind in their haste. But the cops don't wear $2,000 pairs of Carkingos? Okay. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night, and walked away on his own 2 feet. Investigate the scene some more. It looks like a slash in the tree. Oh, a burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along its length and felt a chill down my spine. Okay. This wasn't just any burn marks. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here? Okay, how does he even know? How does he know that's an ancient magic? Okay, well. But I was no stranger to the strange. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you're a detective. You probably gotta get used to that sort of thing. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me, so I trudged back to the apartment, and my head hit the pillow like it owed me money. Wow. That was chapter 3? Or chapter 2? Good lord. So we're on to chapter 3 now. The next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. Well, she is persistent, isn't she? She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned to her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say She finally worked up the courage to ask. So, what did you find? Well, I've got some news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about Beast, but something unnatural was at play. Might be right to worry about monsters. Found a spell's mark. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll go with he's alive still. How about that? I probably shouldn't have given her false hope like that, but it seemed like she needed it. Something to hold on to right then. She didn't need to know about the mark on the tree. Maybe I should have told her that. How do you know that? Where is he? We don't. Found his footprints at the seems like he got out safely. There were signs he was at the scene and slipped away. I think nice probably be better for this. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. Yeah, well, that'll happen. But you don't know where he went? Do you think the news this morning is related? There's news? Okay, I didn't know that. What news is that? Nope, I have not heard about the bird. Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know. Nope, rough night, followed by a rough morning. Yeah, we'll do that one. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. They say it happened last night. Well, let me guess. Chief Amado is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amado was a shit cop and had a shit chief. Yeah, well, everyone has their opinions. He was half the reason I left the force, but now his wife is dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. Wow. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told Lily I needed to work, and she left slightly dejected, wanting more answers than I could provide. Yeah, well, just gotta find the answers. After that night after the cops had cleared out off the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mrs. Amato's untimely demise. Okay. Really? We could play through this entire game in 30 minutes. Alright. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil, and blood, maybe. Could it be? More pleasure? Or what is it that you found? That smell again. Like someone had bottled pure arousal and used it as perfume. Okay. This is getting a tiny bit weird, less than creepy. It hit me like a long-forgotten memory, but the sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. Okay. I looked down at my hands shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. Maybe it's him. No. I was better now, reformed. What the frick happened to you, dude? I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions. Follow the evidence. So I guess, yeah, investigate the scene. Yeah, I want to look there. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. Yep. More investigating of the scene. I see absolutely nothing there. There. Just there. The smallest piece of purple fabric torn and caught in the splinter of a board. Okay. The police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amado wearing purple. And it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Didn't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. Interesting. I pulled out my own pack of reds and lit up. I could already feel another headache coming on. But looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The hold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Yep, the next chapter. Okay, well, we could play this whole thing in one episode, but I think I'm going to leave it here, guys. We'll continue on in the next episode and see what this game has to offer us. I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to hit that like button if you did, and hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more content. Alright guys, have a good day.